What is up everybody, Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are a bit late with today's video guys, sorry about that, but I literally had a lot of stuff going on today. So I heard a lot of you guys asking me, since the new dungeons dropped out, the higher stages and stuff, is Grohak amazing for the Fire Knight now? Is Grohak gonna be better? So in today's video we're gonna do a guide, a revisit on Grohak The Bloodied guys. So we wanna see if his value skyrocketed or he's still at the same point. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think Platinum should buff this champion 100%, buff his multiplier, and that will already make him a much better champion. His multipliers are pretty low honestly, so on the AoE is only like a 3.6 multiplier, which is honestly so many other epics, they hit AoE harder than this champion. So make him feel legendary. He just doesn't feel legendary guys. But we wanna see if this champion is worth it now with all the new content that came in the game. If it's worth it, your time, your investment, your resources, right? So we're gonna try him today guys. I haven't fully booked him yet. We're gonna give him books in a second as well. I just wanna take him in for a spin in the way he is right now. He is on pretty badass gear as well guys. Let's have a quick look at the skills, then we're gonna talk about book requirements, total stats, masteries, and the rest of the things on him. So we have his A1, Sap Sweetness, right? So we have attacks 2 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. So each hit, 50% chance to decrease the speed. Then we have 15% extra damage from the books, 4 books in there. His A2, Unbound Anger, on a 4-turn cooldown fully booked, attacks all enemies, fills this champion's turn meter by 20% for each enemy under a decreased speed debuff. 3 more books in here, we are getting 25% more damage, right? So it's not like a huge boost of damage, no decreased cooldown as well, so he's not even on a 3-turn cooldown. His A3, Lord of War, and that's on a 4-turn cooldown fully booked, attacks 1 enemy and steals the target's turn meter. So 5-turn not booked, we don't have him booked at the moment. Now, one thing I do like about him and I really appreciate is his aura. Increases ally speed in dungeons by 24%. There are not many champions that do that overall. There are a few champions that do it all around in all the battles, but not so many regarding the dungeon part of it. But not so many for dungeons. Let's have a quick look at total stats. So how you guys can see, we have him on a Savage set and a Cruel set. The best 2 sets in the entire game when we're talking about damage. Total stats on him, we have 30,000 HP, 4.9k attack, 1.9k defense, 188 speed, 100 crit rate, 261 crit damage, 277 accuracy, because we do want to try him overall in Fire Knight as well. Now, his base stats overall are fairly decent, maybe slightly higher attack. The rest are pretty good. This is the weapon right here. Helmet. Shield. We have crit damage gauntlet. Attack chest piece. Speed boots. Attack ring. Crit damage amulet. And of course we have accuracy banner. Now, I was able to give him easily another 1k attack and keep the same stats on him, but I didn't want to do it, so you guys can see as an idea what he can do with this sort of stats right here, okay? So it's not maximum potential when we're talking about my gear. But masteries, we have offense and support 3. I feel like it's not really a big point in getting defense 3 on him because it's not gonna mean anything, right? So we went on support, we went all the way down to sniper to increase that chance on the A1 to land the decreased speed to a 55% once he's gonna be fully booked. We have Evil Eye as well because we do have accuracy on him. I feel like Evil Eye is gonna be great for bosses and things. And on the offense guys, all the way down to Ham Smasher. So basically when we're getting a nuker masteries, that's kind of the path where we're going. It's not really a point in getting Cycle of Violence because we're just not doing enough damage for that thing to come in play unless we are talking about arena. But dungeon wise it just doesn't feel like. So we're gonna take him in for a spin in the Fire Knight guys. In the Dragon is not really the place for him. We could try him in the Ice Golem as well. Now, I will let you guys decide if his value skyrocketed, right? I made a guide on him ages ago. I still felt like he was pretty much at the same place where he is right now. I still think he needs a buff, but Don't listen to my idea. Just make your own opinion, guys. I just want to show you and let you decide if it's worth it for you to throw all your resources into this champion. So we do have the CVC as well today, guys. So because of it, I'm gonna book this champion. I'm gonna waste the books just to show you what the champion is capable to do. Okay, so starting directly with the Fire Knight. We will do a couple of arena fights as well with him, but mainly we want to see him in the Fire Knight because that's kind of where we feel that his value overall will mean something more, right? So we can take him in this format right here. I could give him more speed to make him go after the defense down and weaken, but we kind of want to see what Seer is going to do. So once all this is done, we're going to take Seer out after this run, and we're going to bring him in without Seer, just to see what damage he deals on the waves with attack up, with defense down and weaken, okay? So the numbers just with weaken, they felt like butter. No attack up on him, 16,000 hit with the AoE, right? Like, I feel like that's awful, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, but seeing 16,000 from a legendary champion, it feels bad. 35k with his A3 with the small defense down, 27k, 24k hit with the A1. So I don't think like he's more than a Cold Heart. I'm gonna put a Cold Heart after we're done with all the runs with him instead of him, just to see how the round will go with the Cold Heart, right? Cold Heart is a rare champion. She is void. It is pretty hard for a lot of people to get her. The point of this is not necessarily to compare them, but just as an idea to show you that his value, I don't think it beats the value of a Cold Heart when we're talking about stage 25. Because I feel like her with the A1, Giant Slayer, she can proc way more damage than he does. So 90k hit without attack up on the A3. Again, that's not a huge number. We did manage to steal the Thermeter, which is a pretty badass, right? I like that part in his kit. Now, honestly, if you would ask me what would I do to buff this champion, just multipliers. I wouldn't change another thing on him. Just buff his multiplier. Make his AoE a 4.5 a minimum. Just make him stand out in some sort of a way. His A1, give him another 0.5, and the same on the A3. Make him deal damage. At least like that we know. We have Grohak. Yes, I got Grohak. He's gonna deal damage. Like this, you get a Grohak and you're like, damn, he's gonna go in my vault. That's so sad. A legendary champion, after you spend tons and tons of money on shards, you go him and you put him in the vault. It's very disappointing to have that feeling towards the champion, right? So hopefully he's on the list, on the next list when they're talking about buffing champions. So we have Grohak with 700k damage, not even that, 699k. Lydia, on the other hand, who's not built for damage, has 607k. Allure 929, which I'll show you the damage build that we have on Allure. So she's on Relentless set, and this is her build, guys. So that's her crit damage, that's her attack. She's not on Savage, not on Cruel, right? And that's Allure. But then you have Grohak with his build that I showed you before. Lydia, she's on a shield set. She just has War Master. So if War Master beats the champion's damage, it's not too good, honestly. So I'm literally just gonna take her out, bring Arbiter in here. Oh wait, I took the wrong champion out, sorry, my bad. So where is Allure? We leave Allure. We're gonna take out Seer. We wanna see the champion's damage with defense down, attack up on the waves. Just as a small idea, guys. So we're actually gonna use that. Boost that attack up again, because why not? Okay. So we have defense down and weaken on everybody. Now, yes, you can do this. You can go with the A3. 69k hit with attack up, defense down and weaken. 69k. Okay. And then we can boost the Thermeter a bit more because we didn't got full Thermeter. We can use the A1. And now, let's see as an idea what damage we do with the A2. I'm just gonna slow-mo that so you guys can see the numbers a bit better. But check this out. 67k, 59k, like barely any damage. So if you ask me, is Grohak great for the Fire Knight? No, he is not. So if that gives you an answer, gives you an idea, if it's worth it for you to build your champion right now for any sort of content, he's still not great. He still needs badly a buff, so hopefully, how I said, it's gonna happen. But rather than that, if you have no better options, don't get me wrong, yes, you can use him. But if you have other options, you might not want to invest all the resources in this champion, because you don't really get better value than on rare champions, to say like this. But now that we saw what the champion can do without books, guys, let's book him up and see. Is his value gonna be better with books, right? Like, every book champion is gonna perform better, but how much better is actually gonna perform? So, man, it's gonna cost me some books. I actually don't remember how many. Thanks God we do have the CVC, so at least my points are not completely going to a total waste. 11 books, right? Damn. I'm left with 21 books. C'est la vie, mon ami, how the French people say. But there we are, we have him fully booked now, guys. More chances to land at a speed, decrease speed, more damage. So let's take him over again in the Fire Knight and see what he's gonna do this time around. Okay, let's get some energy. Remove that Cold Heart, bring him in here. I actually recorded the whole thing without remembering that I gotta book the champion. So part 2, rewind, let's go again. So let's take him in for a spin, fully booked this time around, guys, and see if we're gonna get much bigger numbers out of him overall or no. I'm not expecting it on the first wave because Seer is taking care of that. I wish they would make some different champions similar with Seer, maybe to follow some sort of different mechanics. That would be awesome. Okay. Grohak, I want to see you in action, baby. 32k hit with weaken and defense down. Was the small defense down 30% only. Seems like we haven't stole the Thermitor either because we got randomly resisted, even though we have tons and tons of accuracy. That was the A1, 21k hit on each one of them. Let's see when we get at the boss. We will try him after with the tech up as well, guys, just to see the difference. And we're just gonna back out of the fight. 3000, but that's with the shield up, that's fine. Okay. I was gonna say that's gonna happen this time around here, unfortunately. So he used the AoE attack. We got a bit unlucky here with the turns. He actually managed to get a turn, the boss. Which is unfortunate. So we managed to steal the Thermitor right at the end on the last hit, which is awesome. Okay. 57k hit, 44k hit with the A1 this time around. That looked a bit better for sure. I don't think... Did we have defense down there? 39k, 35k hit with the A1 again. And that was without having attack up. Okay, we do have attack up now this time around. So that was the AoE, 85k hit on the boss. I was gonna say I want to see the A3, 89k hit. I think we had attack up as well, right? Defense down and weaken. So yeah, it doesn't feel like the damage is much bigger, honestly. Even at the end of the fight, probably if we're getting 100k over the value, I think we should be happy with that. So adding the books, if they only add like 100k on the damage value, is not great. But let's see. 64k hit with the A2, that was no attack up. Come on, Grohak, show us what you got. 93k hit with the A3, guys. I was actually reading the lore. He has a bit of a story, Grohak, and it is pretty funny, actually. He developed some special skills to make the elves slower, so the rest of his buddies can come in and clap them. So actually we gain a 240k extra damage there. He dealt almost 1 million damage this time around, so a bit more than Allure. Allure dealt less damage. So yeah, you do need to make a lot of runs to be able to see this, but overall it feels like, yeah, a bit of a less damage in there. So I'm actually gonna take her out and just bring attack up and just go through it. We're not gonna run Seer to strip the waves there. I was gonna say we gotta make sure we're slowing it down, because it's gonna happen if not. We're just gonna buff more. And now Grohak. So yes, let's go with the A3, see the numbers. We're gonna go on Nitril. 83,000 hit. That skill is supposed to have like 5-point multipliers, I think, which it does feel pretty low for a single target to barely make any damage. And then we are on stage 25. The champions are more tanky, 100%. Don't get me wrong on that. So the numbers, they might not reflect as good as on a stage 20, for example. Okay, can we get his turn again? I just want to use that AoE. So we have defense down and weaken. Let's see the numbers this time around. 51k, 56, 81. So we're still not going over 100k per hit with him being fully booked, which is a bit disappointed actually. Let me use his A1 as well, sorry. So we're gonna let that on auto. If we get there on the next wave, see what's gonna happen with the A1. 33k. He just doesn't hit hard enough. We can take him in the Ice Golem and see what he can do there, honestly. 16k, 17k. No attack up, but he had defense down and weaken. It is pretty weak in terms of damage, and I feel like that's what he stands out for as a champion, a damage dealer. But then he doesn't feel to bring any sort of damage. So we can actually use him as the lead here. We can go with Krisk. Seer. Let's go like this. We might even fail. Who knows? Grohak might fail us on the Ice Golem. But Seer is going to take care of the first wave here. And we're going to count on Grohak for the second. Let's see. So is he going to use the A3 or A2? He should be going for the A2, I would assume. No, A3. We still the turn meter. Okay. 20k hit, 27. They got the defense up. So that's a bit of a problem, honestly. Okay. Come on, Grohak. Show us your secret moves. He's good here because of decreasing the turn meter. But now, how the new dungeons as well, the Doom Tower bosses, guys, they have the new passive. They're not really effective on turn meter control, these champions, anymore. I feel like they kind of got devaluated rather than to be more used to, say like this, than other champions. Turn meter manipulations regarding dungeons, Doom Tower, it is pretty meh at the moment. It doesn't feel like wow, you know. We got resisted randomly again there. We do have decreased accuracy actually, so that makes sense. We can take that back. That's what happened. 80k hit with the AoE. Like Skull Crown. A KL, honestly, if you build your KL, guys, or any of your starter champions, you build them with the same amount of stats like this champion, they're gonna hit much harder because they already have higher multipliers. So a lot of you guys are always saying when we're doing guides on champions, you're commenting, well, this champion only deals damage because you put that crazy good gear on him. Well, look, I put crazy good gear on the champion. Does it seem like he deals any sort of damage? Because it doesn't seem to me. So yeah, it's not all about the gear you have on the champions. They do need to have good multipliers. If they don't have good multipliers, that's what happens, right? So keep that in mind next time when you decide to be a smartass and decide to comment that to a different video. Well, it's all about the gear. Keep that in mind that it wasn't. We might even fail. Like, check this out. Ice Golem. Lydia is gonna get a clutch. No, she's not. Grohak failed us. 900k damage on here. So we got failed on the Ice Golem. It's fine. Power of Grohak. Let's take him over to Arena because I do want to talk about a couple of different things in there as well. Yes, if you have no other better champion available, which is already not possible because you picked a starter champion. So keep that in mind. No need in using him as a nuker. You might be having the idea that, yes, I'm gonna take him to Arena, I'm gonna use the A3 first, and then bang, I'm gonna instant take the next turn and wreck the enemy team. Well, you need to have a high amount of accuracy. By having a high amount of accuracy, you're gonna cripple the attack on the champion. So it's not really pairing good together. Let's see against this team the numbers. What damage we can deal with him. So we're not gonna go for the A3 first. We're gonna go to see the raw numbers. So let's let it go on auto till we get to his turn actually. Okay, so there we are. They actually managed to cut on us. Unfortunate. But let's go with this. We do have defense up on them. It's fine. Many other champions, they've seen this happening. So let's see what numbers we are getting out of here. 21,000. We managed to get that Duchess to 50% HP. Weak hit on Candy, which is fine. We do have a lot of damage reduction from Ursaga here. We got Siphi around 50% HP. Ursaga, we left her with 2/3 of the HP, right? So overall, not a great number. Let's try it again. So this time around, we don't really need to bring Siphi in here, actually. Either we take the team down, either we don't, and we just die. We lose that Candy, you know, which is fine. We're not here to follow the victories only. I'm here to show you what the champion can do on a build like that. But we still get cut, damn. I thought that we were not gonna get cut. Let's use the A3. So 50,000 HP, wow. You wanna tell me that she survived with that HP? Like, look at that, guys. You see that HP? Awful. So somehow she managed to survive with that. Okay, we're gonna try to decrease that thermometer a bit here, which we got resisted, unfortunately. Same with that. We got decreased attack. We got wrecked by that Ursaga now. Okay. So probably, yeah, we're gonna lose. Actually, we might be making a comeback. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. That was not a weak hit on Candy by the looks of it. But I'm not gonna stay here for 5 more days to maybe, just maybe, win that fight. Probably it's not gonna happen. Now, if we're going against teams like this, we wanna go and steal the thermometer from the very fast champions. Like, we're not gonna be able to go actually and do it there because we're gonna get cut off. He's a bit too slow for that. But going against other teams, let me just find some other teams that we can actually cut off. Like, we don't have to worry about anything. This team right here is a shitty team, team power, right? Not a crazy powerful team. But the main idea here, guys, is if we're gonna steal the thermometer from a champion, you really want to steal it from the thermometer booster, right? So in this case, Lissandra. Now, if the enemy team, for example, manages to boost the thermometer, even if I steal the thermometer from one of the attackers and they only have 70% thermometer, I'm stealing back 70. His other attacker might have 80% thermometer, 90% thermometer, and that means that he's still gonna go in front of me. Even if the thermometer bar looks full to 100% and I'm stealing it, that doesn't mean that I'll go next. Because the thermometer goes over, for example, over that 100%. So it goes to 110, 120, etc. So the enemy champion, the ones that I haven't stole the thermometer from, might have more thermometer than I stole from the other one, and that champion might still go in front of me. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. So if you want to steal it from the thermometer booster, you gotta keep in mind you need to have a fairly decent amount of accuracy. So we stole full thermometer from his Lissandra. We're still going first with Arbiter. We're still going first with my Lissandra. And now he is finally taking his turn. We nuked that team. I was expecting to nuke it. They barely have any player power there. So yeah, pretty straightforward to wreck that team. Now we have a Brogni, we have a Siphi here. Let's see a team with Krisk, Ursaga. I have a feeling that we're just not gonna be able to deal enough damage to take that down. But let's give it a go. Let's give it a go and see. This is the last fight right here, guys. Do let me know in the comments down below if you think that Grohak got any better. Honestly, I don't think he did. I don't think he's worth the investment if you have your starter champion at 60. Definitely not. But we can go and try to steal the thermometer. Probably we're gonna get resisted. No, we actually didn't get resisted. We killed it, so that's good. We're gonna get another turn here. Yes, you can use the champion on a Relentless set. The damage is gonna be even lower. Keep in mind, we have him on a Savage and a Cruel set. So that's ignore 30% defense. Relentless is not gonna give you that. Ignoring so much defense is huge in terms of damage. Then, if that's not enough, you can try him on a Frenzy. You might have the feeling that, well, he's gonna get so much thermometer with the A2 when we have decreased speed. He's gonna have the A3 stealing thermometer. He's a squishy champion. If he gets a hit, like this one right here, almost kill him, you know? Yes, he would have gotten a lot of thermometer, but maybe he was not going to survive. And again, his damage was gonna be much lower. So that's another factor you guys gotta keep in mind. I will let it go on auto. If we let the whole run on auto in arena, guys, which I haven't done, he will start with the A3, and then going to the A2, just so you guys know, on auto. That's how the AI works. I do appreciate all of you guys watching. Do let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your opinion on the champion, and I will see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.